Hey, how you guys doing? So, I'm a few days late, but they have released a preview for the first of 3 Nijigaku movies. So, of course, we're going to go and just did a quick highlight. It was like 30 seconds. So, here, let's watch a short preview of what it's going to be in there.
ラブライブ虹ヶ崎学園スクールアイドル同好会完結編
So that's just a short preview that we got. We got to see the girls are going to some warm tropical place, Okinawa, which is like Hawaii, but Hawaii of Japan basically. So warm Japan area. They're going to hang out, do some stuff, and I don't know. They're with some of the normal girls, and I don't know. We can expect some songs that come out through that. But there's definitely one side discussion that I saw that I figured I wanted to chime in, and a lot of people were focusing on. So if you rewatch that trailer, did you know something that kind of stood out? If not, I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. But I do want to talk about it, and maybe this image will help you notice it more if you stare at it. So, do you see it now? No? If not, let me put this up and let's see if you notice the difference now. If you still don't see it now, well, the difference is the art style. Once again, the art style has changed, and some people are losing their minds over it and they absolutely hate it. So, is that really a big deal? Honestly, my answer is no, but there's a little difference when it comes to the art style changing for Nijigaku, and I'm going to cover why that is kind of more of a big topic for Nijigaku. So let's rewind all the way back to the beginning. The first time we really got to see Nijigaku was in the All-Stars promo video, where they showed a bunch of girls from all the groups coming together, and they went and basically did Tokimeki Runners. So I'm going to be highlighting a few images so you can get a good idea what the art style is. I'm mostly going to be focusing on Yumu, but here's just another idea of what it looks like. And then later we got the Tokimeki Runners MV, which was the first MV for Nijigaku, which more or less kept the same art style. I'm more or less going to be calling this the All-Stars style, because it's a 3D model and it's completely in 3D. And overall, this is the art style that a lot of people really like the most for Nijigaku, and I'm not really that different either. It seems the most refined and just looks good overall, and there's a lot of consistency to it, and there are a lot of great moments with it, but there of course is a cost to that, and maybe that's why they don't always do that. So they kept the art style for the games, but when it came to the second MV, they had Mirai Harmony, and you could see there was a change in the art style if we go back and look at this. As you can see, they've shifted to a 2D element here, and if you can't see the difference, take a look here and notice the difference in Ayumu and how some of the colors are changed and just the overall art style of the look. But to say it is bad is just not correct. If you look at a lot of the scenes in this MV for Mirai Harmony, you can see it looks wonderful. The stage, the effects, they all look very great, even though you might argue that the character's art style looks a little worse. And they more or less kept the style for the anime, as they have scenes where they got 2D and 3D. This is visible inside and outside of MVs. In MVs, they tend to do a little bit more 3D, but here is an example of a 2D. And one of the things that I think the reason why they do this is because at times it's hard to tell the difference between the 2D and 3D. Love Live does a fantastic job of that, and perhaps part of the reason why they switched it is maybe it's easier to animate and it costs less, and maybe because it's also a lot easier to make that flawless transition between 2D and 3D. As we're coming to more to the digital age, it's basically becoming what is easier to do. Is it 2D or 3D? And sometimes it's easier just to do 2D animation, sometimes it's easier to do 3D animation. And Love Live has really made that a lot harder to tell. You can see pretty easily the difference in the School Idol project for the original, but now here it's a lot harder for you to notice, as they also use 3D throughout scenes that are not the MVs. Now I will mention there is the Nijion. They have their own art style as well. I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to be arguing this is the best art style. This is the art style because that's what they use for the Nijigaku comics, which kind of like a GBS thing. It's to make it look more cutesy. I don't think they're trying to make the best looking art style in there. But if you're wondering what does it look like in MV form, here's Chase. It's a thing. It's a little goofy, but that was kind of the tone that they're going for. But anyways, they decided to change the art style for this movie. Why, I don't know officially. Some people said it's because the animators also did Bocchi, so that's their art style, and I can't confirm or deny that because I'm too lazy to figure that out myself. But I did watch Bocchi and I liked it. But art style isn't exactly the thing I think it's really well known for. I know it's known for a lot of the using boatload of art styles from different things and to be funny. But I don't know if saying the best looking anime is what I would say for Bocchi. It was a great fun anime though. But anyways, getting back on topic, which of these art styles is truly the best? Well, that's of course up to you. The general consensus, of course, is the All-Stars art style, but I'm honestly okay with the art style we had in the anime. You look at those MVs and they look good, like genuinely so. I think the character art and design isn't as nice as All-Stars. I still always prefer All-Stars, but I will not use the word bad. I don't think they're as nice, but when I look at those MVs, they look pretty dang good. The design of the stages, the outfits, the effects, all of it works so well. The transition between 2D and 3D is great, and overall it just looks good. I still would prefer the All-Stars art style overall the other ones, but it's not the end of the world. And more importantly, I'm more interested in getting good songs and well animated MVs rather than bicker about something smaller like with the art style. The art style isn't ugly, it's not. And if people are arguing that, then they're just bitter. But I do got a question though, how this new art style is going to affect the look and overall feel of this movie. Based on what we have seen in the video that he showed us, we still got some very nice looking places. Like, take a look at this shot, and you can see this shot as well of the pool. It looks good. Like, it's not the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but it looks really solid and something I expect from Love Live. And we get to see some characters here throughout, and yeah, I think it looks a little more simple in a lot of areas, but maybe that makes it so they have more time to animate, makes it easier on them. I don't know. The overall kind of feeling I'm getting from this new art style, it feels like it's trying to be even more cutesy, but I feel like it's turned up a little too much. And you can see that some parts of it feel like it's a little more flat. You know, just like it feels like there's a lack of shading on the characters themselves, and characters themselves are, of course, most annoying part to do in terms of animation, so I can get why they sometimes want to make it less of an effort to do so. But I don't know, this feels even worse than the anime, and you would think for a movie they would put additional effort because they don't have to animate as much to make it look even nicer. So I understand a little bit of the criticism that there is, but I won't make a full commentary on it until I see the MVs, because that's where I feel it really shines. And while the art style I would think it does look a little worse, it's not really the end of the world. I'm more interested in the actual content in there. Like, is it a fun movie to watch? Is it enjoyable? Are there good songs in there? And etc. And that's what's more important in the end. And of course we won't know until we get to watch it. And of course they're going to not have just one. I believe it's going to have 3. We're going to have a trilogy of movies. So I definitely am curious to see what else comes with that. So they got a lot of things to do here, and I'm just excited to see what comes from it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And how do you feel about the new art style? Does it bother you at all? And then for me, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I guess that's not as nice. But like, there's other things that I'm more concerned about in the end. I want to hear some good songs, and that's what I want. I want to see some pretty looking MVs, and hopefully we got some fun moments and good story in there. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.